I'm Marcia Haufrecht. This is my art exhibit, which I'm very excited about having here until July 18, 1916. And I was born, bred, and buttered in Manhattan. Rare. Not Brooklyn, not the Bronx, Staten Island, Queens, Manhattan. I've lived here all my life except for about 5-6 years I lived in Woodstock, and 1 year I lived in LA. But otherwise, I'm here. I'm a New Yorker. I was a dancer originally. I went to Performing Arts High School as a dancer and graduated and did a couple of Broadway musicals as a dancer. And then I quit that because well, that's another story. Anyway, I decided to be an actress, and somebody said, well, do you study acting? I said, no. They said, maybe you should study. I'm going to take you to my teacher. And they brought me to an acting teacher. Her name was Nola Chilton. And she now has a theater in Israel. Anyway, I acted for many years. I still act. I write plays. I've written plays. I've written a film, a couple films. I direct. And I had a theater of my own for like 17 years on 8th Avenue and 46th Street. About 10 years ago, while I was teaching at the New School, I found out I could take classes free. So I decided to take oil painting classes. I'd had one drawing class, but I wanted to learn about oil. So I took an oil painting class, and that was it. I was won over. I love it so much, painting. It's something that I can do whenever I want, as much as I want, as little as I want. It's not like acting where somebody else has to hire me, or even trying to get to see somebody so they could hire me. I don't need that. I just create myself. And I've been fortunate enough to be able to show my work a number of times since I started 10 years ago. I didn't start showing until, maybe 4 years ago. Yeah, about 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago I started. And I've been very fortunate in having venues to show. And that I'm very excited about that. This is a Chashama Gallery, and it's a wonderful organization for the arts. I also show at the Brooklyn Waterfront Artists Coalition. And I have a group of paintings that are up indefinitely at Margaret Palka Bakes in Red Hook, Brooklyn. It was at the New School, and the teachers set up a still life of a pair of red shoes, a little statue of a head, a wine bottle, and and a trumpet. A trumpet. And that was my first painting, and I still have it. I won't sell it. I love it. Somebody asked me, please, so I promised them that I'd make a copy. I'd do another one. They're a pair or they're a pair. I could tell know they're not a pair.
Right.
Because, but they could be a couple.
Yeah, they could be.
Or they could be friends.
He's listening to her, so
Yeah.
they're not a pair.
Exactly.
Right, because he's listening.
They obviously their paths are crossing. So we
Yeah.
just don't have
We would like to get some comments and some questions for Marcia. Now I would ask some questions.
No, every time it's like when you go on stage, every time it's like, can I do this? Am I gonna fall on my face, you know? Each time I approach a canvas, I think, how am I gonna do this painting? Like, this one is a little complex. And I said, can I do this? I can't do this. And then I do it. No. Yeah, yeah, yep. And sometimes I make changes in, like I take photographs first of, I take photographs and then I think I want to make a painting of this, right? And then as I'm painting, sometimes I change things about the painting so that it's not exactly like the photo. I usually paint, usually it's about 3 hours. Sometimes if I'm moving along, you know, and so I may go 6 hours, you know, but usually it's about 3 hours, and after that I sort of go mushy in my head, you know.
Is it a flowing process, or you feel that you interrupt it? How does it work?
No, it's flow. It just, you just go. Very flowing, yeah. I never push it. In fact, when I get to a point where I feel like I'm not really seeing it, like if I get to a point where I feel like I'm pushing it, I stop. I just stop. I said, I can't do any more today. You know?
Okay.
And I have no idea how long it takes me. I mean, I could do I've never done a painting in less than 3 sittings. Never in less than 3 sittings, but usually it's 1, 2, between 4 and 8 times. Depends on the size of the painting. Everything. Everything. I mean, there isn't a subject that I'm not interested in, really. I've done some. Yeah, I have.
How does it work?
I'd sort of love to do one of me nude, but I don't know if I have the guts to do it or show it. I'd like to do that next to a photo of me when I was like 25, nudes that I have, because I used to do modeling. Yeah, from the age of 12 till I was 25, I modeled for Raphael Sawyer, painter from the Ashcan School, it was called. And his brother, Moses Sawyer, they were twins. He did a lot of ballet dances, but he did some paintings of me too. But mostly I modeled for Raphael Sawyer. But I never painted. I never thought I could paint. I mean, I really can't draw a straight line, you know. Everything wobbles and, you know, it's out of alignment. But I don't know how I did straight lines here, but I managed somehow. I do.
Why?
I feel that they're the mysterious part of ourselves. You know, it's the spirit or something of a person is in a shadow. I don't know why I think that, but it's just a feeling that I have about shadows.
You know, what Karen was saying, that it seems like every one of them, like that was private moment.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right on, right?
Yes, totally. Definitely. This one, even though they're two people, they're each in their own world. Well, she is.
This one?
The one lying down, yeah, is for sure in her own world. This one, I can't tell if she's in her own world or focused on the one that's lying down. I'm not sure.
Do you, when you're painting, when you're going through the process, is there any dialogue coming?
No.
No?
No.
No.
Oh.
I just kind of wonder how does it, you know, when you're getting it out of your system, how does it work? Like, there's no thinking, no words coming out?
No.
You just follow your instincts, follow the...
Yeah. Well, you try to capture something, a line, a mass, color. You try to capture what you see. I don't always capture, I don't get it the way, I often don't get it the way I would like it to be, the way I want to do it. I don't often get that, but I'm happy with what I get, you know? All of them. I love all the colors and all the variations and all the variations of all the colors. I also like movement in paintings. I like to have movement so that it doesn't look just still, so that you get the sense, like the subway paintings, you can get the sense of motion from the way I overpainted some of the, it's like when there's movement, it's not, when there's movement, it's not flat.
It's not flat, right.
And even if you have, like here, even if you have dimension, it's not flat painting. There is some dimension. There is, you know, 2-dimension to it. But there's the 2-dimension plus something with the overpainting. See this sweep here and this here? And these sweeps, they're overpaintings. Like first I do the painting straight, and then I do this green here. It helps with motion, movement. The white went on afterwards, and that helps with the movement.
I love that one.
This one?
Yes, I do. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of what I do, there's not so many here that have the sense of movement that I like to do, because I do that more with things that are a little abstracted. My subway paintings, most of my subway paintings have that movement to it because they're in motion, you know. My Empire State Building paintings, they don't have movement, but they have diffracted light, you know.
Do it again. Do it again.
Robert, can you get down here? Come on, wait. Get Robert. We are at the beach, but
Now I'll get one in here for you. Somebody.
they've been doing that.
Go stand right here. You were so
Tell me what you're doing.
I just said cheese and it's too late.
Carol, don't walk on top.
Yeah, elongated, yeah, beautiful.
This one is another feeling. Stoic salute, the branches not bereft of leaves, the clouds fill in, streaming winter's cares.
I don't know what to say. What should I say about it? That was important.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why it's sexy. It was important.
But oh, it's where you want it to be, you know?
That photograph.
Wrapped up in his world and his music, and finally Subway Blue Girl. I'm gonna alter this poem. Anyways, in my notebook it looks different. I have written drawing of musical notes, drawing of musical notes. So when I made the poem, I actually did notes.
Don't restrict myself to one style or form. I mean, some of my paintings are realistic, some of them are fantasy, and some of them are abstract. Some abstract. But my friend Pat.
You're all very private.
Okay.
And we're observing the private.
That's very, very good.
There are different times of the years, different colors, and yet there's emotion conveyed in a shadow. So this felt like winter to me, even without the barren trees.
Paintings up in a bakery in Brooklyn. And they can stay up as long as I like, which is like really super. I don't have
free bread?
no, no. But I get to show my work. It's better there than in the storage facility. Get out to Redmond, Brooklyn, it's Margaret Palka Bakes on Columbia Street.
I was